Get ready with me for a party at the Grand Hotel that I did this summer while I talk to you about why I moved to Mackinac Island. Hello, a lot of you guys are new here and ask me so many questions that I have answered in the past, so I thought let's just go over them again. My family and I relocated to Mackinac Island just a few years ago, under 5 years ago, so we are relatively new to the island. We live here year-round. It is an island without cars. There is no bridge to the island, so it's a little secluded because you have to take a boat or a plane to get here. I do have children, and a lot of you guys wonder if there's a school on the island. What does education look like? We have a fantastic, absolutely fabulous public school here on the island. It is a K through 12. Actually, I think we even have preschool through 12th grade on the island. It is small classrooms, and which I think makes it so wonderful. And it is such a supportive community. Our kids do sports, our kids do robotics, clubs, theater, music. It's really incredible how the community comes together to provide such amazing things for our children. For instance, the Community Foundation is sponsoring a trip to the slopes for our high schoolers. I think it's through our YAC program, which is a youth, I don't remember the rest of the acronym, but it's amazing because our kids are going to go learn how to ski or snowboard and enjoy a school trip to the slopes, which I think is fabulous. Another question is, how do kids get to school? Little kids, big kids, what if they're sick? Well, they ride their bikes or are ridden in a trailer or a kid's little seat or strapped to the chest of the parent to school on days where we don't have snow. But from November to April, we are allowed to use snowmobiles. Obviously, if there's no snow on the ground, you can't use a snowmobile. But yes, that's how everybody gets to school. Babies who don't go to school, but you guys ask me, how do babies get around? Snowmobiles, on bikes. And in the wintertime, those babies usually wear helmets. And that's just how it is. My babies were not raised on the island. My babies were raised in China. So we lived life differently there, but now we are on Mackinac Island, and my babies are almost 18 and one is 16 and a half. So not babies anymore. And that makes parenting, I think parenting is wonderful and challenging anyway, no matter where you live. So the challenges with parenting on Mackinac Island teenagers is your teenagers want to learn how to drive. And that becomes more complicated on the island because we don't have cars. So that means going off island to do driver's training and practicing, which we do have a car off island that we keep in a lot there that we pay for. And it makes sense to have our own car because if we had to rent a car every time we got off island, that would be crazy expensive and annoying. I just like to have my own car. Most people do. We did go down to only one car when we moved here. We used to have two, and if we lived on the mainland, we would probably have three because our daughter is almost 18, but we only need the one. So that makes sense for us, and we do save money that way. Mackinac Island is considered part of the Upper Peninsula. It is part of Mackinac County, which is in the Upper Peninsula. So our year-round ferry transportation, when the boats can run, are going to be to that Upper Peninsula St. Ignace location. If you're wondering why I'm wearing a flapper dress, it's because I went to an event. I was hired to be the atmosphere of an event at the Grand Hotel, and the theme was unexpected, and so this is what I went with. There are so many wonderful opportunities and fun things to do here on the island. I highly recommend visiting, and if you ever thought about living year-round, definitely consider it.